Welcome to the deep dive. So if you've spent any time at all on social media lately, you have probably seen it.
Oh, it's unavoidable.
Right. The HeatMe Pro heater. We're talking about an ad campaign that something like 5 million people have seen. And it makes these huge promises.
Huge is an understatement.
It claims this tiny little plug-in device will warm up a whole room in under 60 seconds. And this is the big one. It'll slash your heating bill by 80%.
80%. That's the hook.
So our mission today is pretty simple, really. We're going to unpack that, revolutionary marketing language and stack it up against the cold, hard evidence.
Right. We've got the product, the company, and maybe most importantly, the actual physics.
Exactly. Is this the winter miracle we've all been hoping for, or is it just, well, a lot of hot air?
I think what's so interesting here is that the claims themselves create this immediate conflict. I mean, anytime something promises to cut a necessary bill by that much.
Yeah, you have to be skeptical.
You have to be. So we're looking at the engineering claims versus, the physical reality. And our sources suggest this is a classic case where it just seems a little too good to be true.
Okay, so let's start right there with the numbers. The marketing, it proudly says this heater only uses 800 watts.
Right. And to give you some context, that's about the same power draw as a basic hairdryer.
Just a standard hairdryer.
Okay. And that wattage is the absolute limit. I mean, it's a hard ceiling on the amount of heat energy it can possibly produce. 800 watts translates directly to about 2,700 BTUs per hour.
BTUs, British thermal units. That's the standard measure for heat, right?
Exactly. It's how we measure the energy needed to heat a space.
So what does 2,700 BTUs actually mean for, say, my living room?
Well, this is the first big aha moment. Most standard rooms, even well-insulated ones, need at least 5,000 BTUs just to maintain a comfortable temperature.
So you're saying it's barely half of what's needed to just keep a room warm, let alone heat it up from cold in 60 seconds?
Precisely. For the HeatMe Pro to do what it claims, it would literally have to violate the fundamental laws of thermodynamics. That's the first major red flag.
So the math just doesn't work. Which then begs the question, if the physics is impossible, why is the marketing so effective? What did we find out about the company or companies behind this?
That's the kicker. This isn't one manufacturer. Our investigation found this exact same heater being sold across at least 8 different websites.
8. Wow.
All using identical, just copy-pasted claims. And on top of that, the main site we looked at had a really low Scam Advisor trust score.
And when was it registered?
Just a few weeks ago. This isn't some long-standing engineering firm. It's a brand new web presence that just popped up.
And they're using those classic high-pressure tactics, the little warning that says, only 53 units left.
Yes, that has been on those sites for 2 months straight.
So it's completely fake. It's just artificial scarcity to make you rush and buy it.
It's textbook dropshipping. Which brings us to the price. What they're asking you to pay versus what it's actually worth.
Okay, let's hear it.
By cross-referencing the product images, we found the exact same unit on a site like Alibaba. The wholesale price, $3.92.
Wait, under $4?
Under $4. You're looking at a markup of over 10 times what it actually costs to make.
So you have a $4 heater, but the marketing is talking about world-leading engineers and advanced ceramic technology. How does that compare to what real buyers actually said?
It's the complete opposite. We found so many reports of just weak heat output, people saying it barely warmed a tiny bathroom.
So you have to be standing right next to it.
Exactly. You have to be right on top of it to feel any warmth at all, which completely defeats the purpose. People also mentioned cheap, rattling plastic construction. It just feels flimsy.
And what's really concerning is the pattern here, right? This isn't the first time we've seen this exact product.
Not at all. It's a very sophisticated shell game. This scam has been running for years under different names. EcoHeat, Mobile Heat Pro, Cosmo Heater.
Life Heater, Heat Space.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
It does. When one website gets buried in bad reviews, they just shut it down, register a new domain, and start all over again. Same $4 heater, new name. Same fake promise.
So let's just synthesize this for everyone listening. The math doesn't work. The company is just a network of pop-up websites. And the product itself is a cheap, rebranded budget heater that's been marked up massively.
You're not buying innovation, you're funding a dropshipping scheme.
A scheme built on some really effective marketing language, but not on technology.
In the end, it really comes down to vigilance. When any product promises you a miracle, especially a financial one like cutting your bills by 80%, but it can't even meet basic physics, That's your sign.
That's your sign to just close the tab.
Close the tab. Absolutely.
That is some solid advice. So here's a final thought to leave you with. What percentage of the viral innovation you see online is just like this highly effective marketing wrapped around a cheap, rebranded product? And how can you get better at spotting these red flags before you click buy? Keep questioning everything.